Okay, I'm going to show you how to do a lot of the things that the calculations we need to do in Excel. So we are going to be performing from page 137 in your packet of stuff. We're going to be doing these calculations: the mean, mode, standard deviation, the minimum, the median, the maximum, and the range. We're going to be doing that for your fling data in Excel. So you're going to go to the Holt High School homepage, Employee Services, SharePoint, and then once you log in, this is called the waffle. So you click on the waffle, click Excel, and you're in. We're going to start a new book. So you're going to put in your data. So you should have 10 data points for your flight data for how far it went. If you don't have 10, it is okay this one time to just make up some numbers. Just pick about whatever would make sense. So normally I would say don't do that, but for the purposes of what we're doing, that's okay. So here are my made up numbers. So again, we're going to do the mean, mode, standard deviation, minimum, median, maximum, and range. So we're going to click, we're going to type those in. So this is going to be mean. I'm just going to go ahead and type them all right now. Mode, standard deviation, minimum, median, maximum, let's do max, and range. Alright, so next to these, we're going to put our equations. We're going to hit equals, and then we start typing either this word or sometimes it's not this word exactly. So if you start typing in mean, there is no function for mean, but there is average, which is what the same thing as what mean is. So if we double click on average, then it's going to ask us for the numbers that we want. So we're going to highlight the data set that you put in, and the way you get them all is if you hit shift and then click the bottom one, it will get them all. Or you can just drag the bottom of the box and get them all that way. Either way works. And there's our median. Now we're going to do equals. And we're going to type in mode. And we have multimodal, single modal. We have a pretty small data set, so we'll just go single modal. And we'll again highlight our data set. And for me, I had two that were the same. But let's say this was 7.6 instead. You're going to get something that looks like this. This is value not available because there is no mode. You have no number that occurs more than once. So this is fine if that's what you got. For standard deviation, we're going to do equals and then start typing in standard. So we have two options. We have population and sample. Population is for all of the known values for an existing population, and then a sample is obviously just a sample size. So for our fling data, you have all of the known data for that fling machine and how far it flung something. So we're going to click on population. Later when we do the class height data set, that is a sample of the human population. So we'll use the sample for our height data. So there's our standard deviation. For the minimum, we do equals, and then you can just type in, we have a small enough data set, you can just find it and click on it if you do an equal sign, or you can just type it in. There is a function where you can have Excel find the smallest number, but for now let's just keep it simple. Median equals median, and then we need, oops, so if you just hit enter, it doesn't work. So let's try that again. So we'll do median and double click on it, and then we need our data set. Max for the same thing, we'll just do equals and then find the biggest number and hit enter. And the range, we're going to do equals, and then we could do the biggest minus the smallest over here, or since I know this is the max, I can click on this one minus this one, and that'll give me the same thing. So that's my range of data. Okay, so that's how you do the data. You're going to do the exact same thing for your height data, and then for your height data there's one additional thing that I want you to do, and I'll explain that in another video.